So I did a vlog yesterday afternoon and then decided to take the evening off and spend the evening at the pool bar. And so this is the Fat Cow. Chef Jean Gonzalez is inside and apparently this is an award-winning bistro. And so let's go in and see what they've got. Marshall, this is Patrick.
Hi.
Patrick, hi Patrick,
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
This is Patrick, the owner.
Hi. Hi.
And this is Chef Jean,
Hi everyone,
who everybody knows.
another eating experience.
Yep, that's us. And the dessert bar looks pretty good. All right, so we're here.
You can sit down here. We can do the side by
Thank you.
side.
We're getting hungry, and I said to Chef Patrick, can we see a menu?
No
and this was
menu.
his response.
No menu. I'll take care of everything.
This is my kind of restaurant. So the decor is really busy, colourful, and aesthetically really pleasing. The place, I love the place. It's really nice. Just in case I haven't said this already, it's called the Fat Cow, and the chef owner, Chef Patrick, also has another restaurant called the Asian Cow. This is more of a bistro apparently, and we'll talk more to Chef Patrick because he's just a really interesting guy to talk to. So again, this is Chef Patrick.
Hi.
And I was asking him about the menu, and he was explaining the inspiration behind the menu partially comes from travel, and the menu does tend to change a lot because of that. But can you say that in your own words?
Yeah. For our restaurants, we since it's called a chef-driven restaurant.
Chef-driven.
Chef-driven.
Right.
So our menu depends on where I go, basically. So like if I go internationally, for say Bangkok or Japan, most probably when you dine here, after my travels, you're gonna experience a lot of flavors from Bangkok and Japan. So that's quite fun, and it's
Great.
It's also quite inspiring for me
Yeah.
when I go traveling because I get to share the flavors with the locals.
Right.
Yeah, so I think that's one of the most important thing for traveling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that sort of eclectic take
Yeah.
on putting a menu together.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
doesn't always have to be themed.
Yeah.
It can be all over the place. It sounds really interesting.
But the main difference of the Fat Cow and Asian Cow.
So these are
Oh yeah.
Chef Patrick's two restaurants. So we're in the Fat Cow now.
Yeah.
There's another one called the Asian Cow. And so the main difference between the two is?
Asian, and this one is a little bit of the Western bistro. So
Okay.
yeah. So here it's more of no limits, but when it goes to Asian Cow, we're more of themed as Asian.
Right,
But,
yeah.
But Asian cuisine is like so big. We never run out of new things.
No, well it's
And,
it's an overarching term
Yeah.
for like half the world's population.
yeah, and like even if you cover like Thailand only, it would take you like one year, maybe a year to discuss all the flavors and translate it into food that's gonna be available in a restaurant. Since Thailand is like you have Chiang Mai, you have the north, you have the south.
Yeah.
So
And the east.
and all are different flavors. You
Yeah.
get pad thai from Bangkok, you get a different pad thai in Chiang Mai. So
Yeah.
it's quite inspiring also, and to taste different kind of flavors, even though they're the same dishes. So what we're doing here is we're just basically relaying and trying to capture those flavors and have it available for our diners here in Davao,
And so what's your most recent inspiration?
Singapore.
So you went to Singapore?
Yeah, I went to Singapore 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks
Since for Filipinos, I think Singapore is the most lenient when it comes to requirements. Yeah, no
Oh,
quarantine.
really?
No quarantine. No quarantine. Yeah,
Right.
no quarantine. So that's the best thing. And I think I pick up a lot of things there. seeing Singapore as a melting pot of everything. They have good Chinese food, but what amazed me is their culture and their mix and match of food. You have the Peranakan, which is kind of like it's like a Singaporean Malaysian with a little touch of Chinese. So that's something, if I'm not mistaken, that's in Chef Jin, ano yan? What?
You're here.
You're here.
Okay.
What ano yan? Oh, ano yan?
He's trying to hide.
Penang? No.
Penang is basically baba.
Baba.
Peranyakan.
Peranyakan.
Yeah.
Penang. So you can get all of those flavors in
Street
Singapore. Yeah. It's like Indo-Chinese, Malay food. And actually we're now at Fat Cow, but since I'm the chef and I'm deciding what to eat, so this guy over here is gonna experience Asian cow food while at Fat Cow. He didn't know that.
Asian cow food at the Fat Cow.
At the Fat Cow.
Oh, lucky me.
I'm gonna bring some dishes here.
Okay.
And so you could try both restaurants, both flavors at the same time.
Oh, fantastic.
Okay.
Oh, well, I look forward to it.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Thanks, Pat. Okay, what's this?
This is Mexican corn salad. So basically, it's an esquites, no cob version of the elotes. So it's like what you eat in Mexico, street corn, covered with sour cream, lots of cheese. But here, what we did is we did a little more refined version of it. So we roasted the corn, then removed it from the cob, then added sour cream, which we made in house also, and for that umami take, we added lots of parmesan in our
I can see that.
in our house-made chorizo. So this is our house-made Spanish chorizo. So you could
Wow, you're making your own chorizo.
we make everything in house.
Wow.
So we try to make everything in house, and this is my own take on this. We added dried cranberries. So once you get the bite, you get salty, sweet, umami, sweetness, and sour from the
Savory.
yeah, everything.
Wow.
So this is your appetizer thing,
All right, Chef Gene's going to.
and I'll mix it for you.
What do you make of it? How would you describe it, Gene?
More Peruvian than Mexican.
The one that. It must be the smokiness of the chorizo. Yeah.
So the chorizo also we hang it for like 2 to 3 days before using it. So
Right.
you get that fermented taste. And of course we use smoked paprika. You get the smoke taste also.
Okay, that's coming through.
And
So that was the chili, the spices.
yes.
Smoked paprika.
And the corn, we roast it in the cob first with the skin, so it cooks. And after we rub butter,
Yep.
and then throw it in the grill again for that char mark. So you get that sweetness of the corn, but a little bit of the roasted flavor.
Right.
Yeah.
An incredibly complex corn salad.
We just call it corn salad.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, we just call it corn salad.
I stumbled on the name.
Because if you put esquites, and people would say, what is esquites?
Well, I would. I'd say, what is it? What?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so we've got another course coming.
Main course, so that's sago fried tiger prawns. So it's tapioca pearls coated
Yep.
tiger prawns, and then it's on a bed of cashew hummus.
Oh, wow.
So that's a little different.
Cashew hummus.
So you get the beads of the tapioca. We coat it in our tiger prawns, fresh tiger prawns, local tiger prawns, and we make our
Right.
cashew hummus in house also. So
Wow.
that's garbanzos and cashew, roasted cashew. Then
I'm going to try this cashew hummus. Pretty luxurious. So what else is in the cashew hummus?
it's garlic and lots of extra virgin, the good olive oil.
Yep.
and lemon.
Right.
Basically, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. The key notes that you would really see is the roasted cashew and the fruitiness of the olive oil.
That's probably right.
Yeah.
That olive oil is very fruity.
Yeah. This also different olive oil.
Is there an olive oil industry in the Philippines?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Can you grow olives?
Nope.
Yes,
No.
we can.
Huh? You can?
Yes, we can. We have already olive trees that are fruiting. Everything's all about,
Climate change.
everything's all about commercialization, where people say things like the Americans said. It's impossible to grow apples and oranges. Here in Mindanao, they have apples. In Sagada, they have oranges. And we used to grow wheat until it was banned. Why was it banned?
Wheat was banned.
Import.
Import kasi mas pabor.
During the Spanish period, we were growing wheat. And then the Americans banned it.
Why? Because they wanted that market
Because
for
they're going to
themselves.
supply
Right.
the Philippines with...
It's a different type of crunch.
Okay, this is breaded, this
The
prawn,
exterior is tapioca.
and then there's tapioca within the breading, and then it's fried. Right. And so that's the texture that you can see. Those little balls are fried tapioca, which you don't get every day.
That's the crunch.
That's a great texture. This is lovely. Oh, this is beautiful.
Prawns are also local. We get it from Surigao, sometimes Cotabato.
Oh, the prawns are tender and juicy and gorgeous.
Then if you're lucky, you can get the what we call the alige, which is the fat located in the head.
All right.
That's sometimes sometimes it's color yellow or orange or sometimes blue, chef, right? No? So it depends what water, I think.
Yeah, I guess. Also the sex.
Oh, really?
No.
Well, the brains of the males
the
are a
brains.
different colour to the females.
Really, chef? Yeah. The brains is different?
No, well, it's the...
This is
the
contentious.
fat
It's
contagion.
contentious. Patrick's back with...
Dish from Asian Cow.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
So that's wok fried squid in its own ink.
Wok
So-
fried squid in its own ink.
Yeah. So this one is we fry the squid, of course, in the wok to get that smoky taste. Then the sauce is made out of its own ink and tamarind, calamansi, lots of fried garlic, and kaffir. So once you taste this, the sauce, you may think it's like, for Filipinos, it may like adobong pusit.
You smell
All
it.
right.
But when you taste it, you're gonna taste a lot of flavors going on. So that's one of the highlights we do in Asian Cow. That's one of our goals also, to make every bite like a roller coaster.
Another complex dish.
Yeah. Of course, I'm gonna get you white rice for that. That's never. I'm sure you're gonna be asking for white rice.
Okay, well then we'll wait. Shall we wait for the white rice?
No, you can taste it first, and then you
Okay.
can say,
All right,
surely
I'm just gonna have a little
this
bit.
needs some rice.
Steamed rice. So that's also local squid. Then kaffir.
You can't
And these
eat
are
that.
Eat that.
Yeah, you can't eat that though.
No, but it looks good.
That's as is food. It comes in as is, comes out as is.
Talaga?
Yeah.
As is food.
Nice.
Just had a couple of pieces of this.
A partnership of tom yum and adobo.
Actually, that's very interesting. Can you say that again, Gene?
I would say it's a partnership of tom yum and adobo.
Yeah. That's what I was
the
thinking.
aromatic flavors of the what do you call this, kaffir? Oh, I'm sorry, I told you about
That's
the
what it
kaffir.
is. Okay, so
you
that's-
did live in Thailand. Yeah.
The kaffir lime leaves are giving it that tom yum sort of feel. And is that chili?
It's where? That's bell peppers.
Bell peppers.
Bell
right.
peppers.
Yeah, because it's spicy. So it's a bit of bell pepper. And some calamari. Some white rice. Sorry, I was eating your rice. The rice complements it really well.
Yeah.
All right, you've got to see this one to believe it. All right, so Chef Patrick is going to explain these two delicious-looking desserts to us. So, what's this one?
Okay, this is coconut pandan, panna cotta.
Yep,
so
right, okay.
fresh coconut milk made into a panna cotta. Then the pandan also we use fresh pandan leaves.
Yep.
We extract the flavors and make it into a panna cotta as well. And the bottom part is the most interesting. This is sticky rice.
That's sticky rice.
Sticky rice.
Down the bottom.
At the bottom is sticky rice.
Yeah.
So it's sticky rice, kind of like what you're eating with the mango sticky rice. So the rice is coated again, is cooked with coconut milk. And on top, you have this coconut syrup, like what you get in a chendol,
Yeah.
a Malaysian dessert, and some coconut bits. I don't know what is it called in English. Yung once you render the lana.
Coconut curd.
Coconut curd, that
Yeah.
this crispy one.
Latik.
Yeah, latik.
Latik. Coconut curd.
Yeah. So
Right.
the other one is also another new dessert. This is mango lassi.
So this is a mango lassi with a bit of a twist
Because it's a cake.
because it's a cake. It's a mango lassi
Cake. Mousse.
mousse.
Yeah, so we did since Davao has really good mango as well,
Yep.
we used local mango, made it into a jelly.
Yep.
Yeah, and then we use yogurt and whip it into a mousse.
Wow.
So basically, once you eat it, it's like you're drinking mango lassi. There's a little bit of sour creaminess and sweetness to it. So I suggest you eat this first before this one.
Okay.
Yeah. So game
Absolutely.
time. Manga.
Mango lassi mousse.
That'll be good with strawberries too.
Oh,
So
it's delicious. What do you think, Jane? Oh,
very light.
oh yeah. Oh, gee, that's lovely. Mango lassi mousse. Couldn't have just been a mango lassi. Wow. Revelation. The mango's delicious.
Davao is also one of the few cities and provinces here in Davao, in the Philippines, who grows good mangoes.
Is this so? All of this talk about Mindanao having such wonderful fruits and produces, is that simply because of the volcanic soils?
Yeah. Would say. Yeah.
Partly, and also the weather is good here. The tropical weather is very well balanced, I think. That's why it's very bountiful for agriculture.
Every afternoon, chances are it's going to drizzle.
Oh, okay. Tropical fruits I had yesterday at the Bankerahan market were just delicious. They were luxurious.
Full buffet of
Fruits.
I went around.
Fantastic.
The only thing that he was not able to taste, I told him, was the Kalinan pineapple, which was at his back, which was being sold at his back.
Sarap yun.
I didn't know the name of the pineapple. Jean told me about this pineapple. It's a local Mindanao pineapple. The taste's a bit like
Piña colada.
There's there's an
Taste.
afterglow of coconut cream that's gonna be present on your palate.
So it's a pineapple that has this sort of coconut-like aftertaste, but I didn't know the name of it, and so I just thought, oh, well, I don't know.
You have to really ask for it. Actually, you have to ask for it.
What's it called?
A pineapple that's made that's produced in Kalinan.
Kalina. That's a
Kalina is
Kalina pineapple.
It's the fruit bowl of
Davao.
basically even
Mindanao.
Kalina is an area.
It's the
Yeah,
best
Kalinan is an area.
where the best durians come from, the
Pomelo.
best chocolate, the best pomelo. Yeah.
And mangosteen.
I was
Mangosteen.
happy that he did the marang
John
yesterday. No, kasi it's always overshadowed by durian. Everyone who vlogs,
yeah.
everyone who features always would do durian. And I told him, are you going to Davao? Do you eat durian? He said, no, he hasn't developed a taste for it. But yesterday, he had a cob yellow.
Okay.
It wasn't.
It wasn't so. Yeah.
It was delicious. It was
There are
really
others.
nice.
There are other durians that I would let you try.
Actually, speaking of durian, why are there so many different types of durian? Is that because they've been crossbred?
Yes. Yes.
Right.
A lot of crossbreeding has happened. So there's been a lot of crossbreeding with Malaysian, Thai, Indonesian.
Right.
The durian aficionado would always go back to the thin meat classic, which is what they call the native, the very small ones. But this is really, it's an acquired taste because there's bitterness, there's sweetness, there's creaminess. It's very complex, but some people will not be able to comprehend.
Yeah, right.
What I do to a newbie would be to introduce a beginner's durian. Three strains.
Would be which one?
Okay, to me it's Puyat. There's Durian 101 or D101, and there's what you had yesterday, the cob yellow.
Right. And so
This would be my beginner's durian.
they're kind of okay. So I was just lucky to get a
like
kind of
custard.
beginner's durian yesterday.
Once this yearning and addiction starts, then you start going to the different varieties. There's one particular variety that you will only find during late August to the first 2 weeks of September. It's called Señorita. Incredibly toffee-like, beautiful toffee, mango, caramel notes.
All right. So Patrick's back, and he's going to explain
So this is our version of the chendol, but we call it coconut and pandan mousse. So I suggest you eat it like one day. Once you render,
just stick a
yep,
spoon in.
spoon in. Make sure to get the sticky rice at the bottom.
So you go all the way to the bottom, because that's the sticky rice at the bottom.
There you go.
Oh wow.
Tissue, please.
Oh, that's fantastic. And the various layers as you're coming up. There's the toffee and the what's the crunch?
That's the coconut
Latik,
latik, yeah.
which is what a fried sort of coconut.
Yeah, when you get the coconut milk and reduce it, the milk solids will separate
Yep.
and the oil.
Yep.
So the milk solids, once you caramelize it, it becomes latik.
You have this oily, soft tofu-like. Try that. The only problem with that is it doesn't last. You can't.
It's delicious. We've almost finished this. It's really delicious. So there's all kinds of different textures and flavors. And the best part about it is you stick the spoon all the way in down to the bottom to the sticky rice. Pick it up so you've got the biggest spoonful you've ever seen, and then cram it into your mouth as this bomb of various types of sweet gorgeousness. It's lovely. Really good. Well, that was a fantastic meal
Thank you.
and really different.
At least you get to try the two restaurants, but you're in just one restaurant.
Yeah, 2 restaurants and 1 table. So that's it. We finished lunch. We're heading off. Jean and I are heading off. Thank you, Patrick. That was
You're
absolutely
welcome, and
delicious.
I'm honored to be hosting you here. And of course, our chef friend and the
It
king
was a
of Manila.
It was a really different meal. And if you want to see Patrick giving kitchen tips and cooking tips and all sorts of things, he's on all social media. So he's on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram as
Chef Patrick Co.
As
You
Chef-
just type at Chef Patrick Co. and all FB, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. You're gonna see me there.
Right.
And of course, our restaurant is the Fat Cow and Asian Cow, so it's conveniently located.
Yeah.
Just like
And-
500 meters out.
Yeah, it's centrally located. So if you
Centrally
come to if you come to Davao, it's very easy to get to. And so that's Patrick Co. C-O.
CO, yeah.
Just C-O. And until next time, see you later.